there's a video manager somewhere where I can actually, there's a video manager where I can turn off the YouTube live, but I always find it, but it's always in like some weird place. It's very annoying. I'm not sure quite where to find it. We'll worry about that later when it's time to wind down the stream. In the meantime, hi everybody. What's up, Reese? What's up, Saya? Ben Mason over on YouTube, and Francisco and Kyle B. I came to feel butch. Well, you come to the right place, my friend. I love that word. You're so butch. Good times, Maze Master. Maya Avallard. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for all your, as I always said, your kind and generous commenting. Much appreciated. And Angler, what's up from Sweden? Nice to see you. And of course, Binky and Reese over here on Twitch. And Kate, good to see you, Reese. It's been a minute, my friend. Hope you're doing great. JC and Discord, Kate and Colin to the max, and Mr. Maya. Yeah. Oh, memories of being called Maya. It's funny how that happened. For those who don't know, I used to go by Maya when I was some loud noise came popping through. Not sure what that is. Sorry about that. Yeah, Yulia, all the way from Russia. Spasiba. Thank you very much for joining all the way from Russia. That's so cool. And Theo Brown Hero, AC, I assume that means Arizona, my good friend. What's up, Arizona? Shout out. And I'm really a giant queen, so it's kind of funny when I try to push stuff up. Man, I have such a my introduction to LGBT world was when I was like, and mostly gay, but it was when I was like 18 years old. I did this production back in Columbus, Ohio, and I was just I was like one straight man amongst like 50 wonderful gay men and another 50 women and so forth. And boy, I have such fond memories of hanging out. And anyway, sorry, just weird trip down memory lane. And from the Netherlands was up Simply Gaming, and that's where I learned the terms like butch and Nelly and twink and like all these other things. And I was just like, this is so, what is this world you speak of? What is going on out here? And I just became so fond of it. And JC, little posture check. Shoulders up, back. Shoulders up, back. Making sure we're not pinching anywhere. We don't want to be pinching. And Maze Master from Israel. I wish I spoke some Hebrew. I don't know any Hebrew, unfortunately, other than like, stupid Yiddish. It's like, I'm getting all meshugged. It's not a real word, I don't think. I'm getting all verklempt, but it's not actually Hebrew. But hello, my friend. And let's see, the Czech Republic is in the house. That's amazing. JD Rock on Belgium, so cool. Shalom. 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 I guess I knew that. Shalom. It's like hello. Honestly, boy, I need to work on my Hebrew. Cincinnati over Columbus. I'm going to give Columbus the nod, but in fairness to Cincinnati, I hadn't been to Cincinnati in a long time. I'm not sure what the new vibe of Cincinnati is. So I did live in Columbus for a year. I think Columbus is a really cool town. Honestly, it's a pretty cool city. But yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure about Cincinnati these days. I know I definitely preferred Columbus when I was younger, but I did go to see Cincinnati quite a bit. I played hockey down at the famous Open Ice Hamilton ice rink. Angela's here. Let me see if I can mod Angela if I right click. I'm going to give you a manage. Angela, you're going to be a managing moderator, okay? Boom. Angela is now a managing moderator. Wield that power. Wield that power with grace. I'm going to do a little eye contact game here really quick. Goal. This is a simple game we like to play. We're going to close our eyes and open our eyes. We're just going to make 5 seconds followed by 10 seconds of eye contact. Oops. Sorry about that. Here we go. Close your eyes. And open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Hopefully that was relatively easy. And we'll do it. Keep bumping my mic on that, so let me try my left hand. And we're going to close our eyes here. Dunk. And 10 seconds this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look away. Hopefully you found that easy. Many people do. Some people don't. And if you're struggling with eye contact, just practice. Just practice that eye contact, okay? It gets easier, like anything else with practice. Well, the eye contact's been there for quite a while, Reese. Do I watch any sports? Yeah, well, kinda. I do like watching some sports. I like watching mostly football, American football. The wife and I, thanks for following there, Burko. The wife and I we're season ticket Rams holders, so we try to go to Rams games, and but that's the main sport we watch. I did watch the Masters last weekend, golf, garbage truck going by. I did watch the Masters last weekend, but I don't really watch golf, except for the Masters. And then, what else? Golf. I'll sometimes watch, what else do I'll sometimes watch baseball, very rarely. I'll sometimes watch basketball, very rarely. I used to watch a lot of hockey. I like watching soccer shows. Like, I love Welcome to Wrexham. I absolutely adore it. Welcome to Wrexham and shows like that. I love watching sports documentaries, things like that. And Valcata, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Welcome. South Africa, my man, DJ Megatostronics, Megatash, all the way from South Africa. May I ask what part of South Africa are you from? Are you Joburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, like, maybe you might be out of, what's that, Durban? One of these days, I'll actually make it to South Africa. Sometime, my friend, sometime. Esteban Zoran, what's up, my friend? From the UK, welcome. Well, hopefully we're going to have a nice chill vibe here, you know? If you're winding down and you're trying to go to sleep, hopefully you will be able to, I'm just going to mellow out to the sound of my voice and various triggers we're going to do. Österreich. Simone Donna, Kustisch von Österreich. Thank you very much for joining. It just never ceases to amaze me, the internationalness of our modern online community. It's really cool. And, hey Karen. Hello from the You're Old Enough to Know Better, Wisconsin. 8-hour drive from St. Louis. I joined a friend for B-Day sale. My car has been unpacked and I have a healthy dose of self-loathing going on. Jeez. I'm so sorry, Karen. That's a lot. Welcome. I mean, what a trooper to drive to a friend's place for their birthday. And, hey, you know, it's nice. It's nice you did that. Birol Agun from Turkey. My man, welcome. That's awesome. All the way from Turkey, man. That's so cool. You're from Joburg. Nice. Represent Joburg. Very cool. Very cool. I blame the wine. Hey, Cat Librarian. What's up, Hamas Gamas. Whatever you prefer, my friend. I like Hamas Gamas. Jamas Gamas. Hamas Gamas. The soft J. Yogging. Bit of yogging. JDB, what's up, my man? Good to see you, my friend. Tabrub, representing Poland. My man, that's amazing. You're welcome, Landon. I'm so glad that, JDB, you like the blackjack videos. I like making them, but actually, while I have you all here, boy, I'll tell you what. We'll do a name trace for ego 911 here in 1 minute. In just a moment. I am having just like a weird, like, creative block. I gotta keep a rum in me, feeling a little bit mischievous. Well, keep it above board. Creations, keep it above board. I'm like really I'm just having one of those artistic block days. I meant to film earlier before the live stream. I just like, what do I do? Do I do another blackjack? Do I do another interrogation? Do I do another haircut? Do I do another doctor video? Do I do another dad tucks you in? Do I do a sugar daddy? Do I do a... I don't know. It's like, I'm just like... Maybe Felix. If I go just like... I have no idea, spare Google. I was debating putting together a compilation for tomorrow of interrogations. I haven't done an interrogation compilation, and those go way back, man. I know, Binky. And clean the office. That's not a bad idea, man. Set up a camera and just like organize my office. Good. I don't want to do another whiskey review right now. Wow, Landon. I will eventually. I'll do some kind of like a whiskey tasting, something like that. Like pulling a motorcycle back. Right, Kyle? I know it's weird, dude. You just get these, sometimes I've had moments where I just like I know exactly the 4 videos I'm gonna film. It's just like, okay, I gotta line up, I gotta boom, 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 and I'm like, boom, right on top of it. And other times I'm just like, what do I do? I mean, I can always do the same old thing. It's like, do I want to do the same old thing? Anyway, in the meantime, we're going to do a name trace for Ego 911, and we're going to ponder. We're going to ponder ideas, my friends. Or not. This is what's on my mind right now. But in the meantime, it's hard to find in the States, Angler. I've never actually seen that. I've never seen that whiskey. I'd have to really go to like a specialty shop and try to find it. Not that it can't be done, but anyway, now we're going to do a name trace for Ego 911, and it's going to go a little something like this. 2:18 p.m. in the afternoon in Los Angeles, California. Yeah. And a little hydration for my friend Curtis over on Twitch. Cheers, my friend. Salute. Cheers. Loch Lomond. Have I ever had Loch Lomond whiskey? No, I can't think I've ever heard of it. That's not saying much. I'm by no means like a whiskey connoisseur. I've had the biggies. I've had your Macallans, your Glenlivets, your Lafrogues, your Dewar's, your Balwenie, your I've had like the biggies, but I've only sampled like, I don't know, scotches. Maybe like 15, 20 scotches in my life. Unless you say like, well, there's like Macallan 12, 15, 18, 20, 30. I've had so many, several variations, but yeah. Do I gamble or go to casinos of Alcazar? Almost never. I do not like gambling. I do not like gambling. It freaks me out. Josephine out of Germany, Kustisch, willkommen Kustisch. Es freut mich sehr gern, dass Sie hier bleiben. To my bleach part of the carpet's warm. I need to get a new rug. That's hilarious, Angela. I've definitely accidentally bleached clothing before. And I was like, why do I have white spots on this shirt? I think I did it with OxyClean. I think I accidentally sprinkled OxyClean directly onto my clothes. And this one batch of clothes clearly had like white spots. Yeah, that's weird. Let's see. Colin to the Max asks, what are your goals for the YouTube channel? Interesting. What are my goals? My goal is simply to have as many people connect and experience calmness, relaxation, tingles, friendship, community. I mean, you know, I'm talking like, do I want to get to 1 million subscribers? Of course I do, but that's like the byproduct of achieving my goal. Of like, you know, it's like the money conversation. It's like, if your goal is to be rich, I don't know, that's kind of a shallow goal. If your goal is to help people, if your goal is to create a product or something that many, many people can use and enjoy and will help their lives out, money is the byproduct of that. But it's like as an actor, right? It's like, if my goal, I want to be famous. Oh, you're probably gonna really, I don't know. That's just it's not a noble goal. Things like success are byproducts of what I would kind of say like achieving noble goals. Do you know what I mean? It's like noble goals, helping others, making something better, streamlining something, causing more connection, causing more friendship, making a team work better together. Goals, you know, improving on a product. These are goals. And then the money comes from that. So the goal of my channel, exactly, Reese. Like once you reach, small goals, like I want 1 million subscribers. Like, I don't know. That's the wrong way to look at it, in my opinion. This is my opinion, my experience. That So, and Liv, hey, Liv, relax. We're gonna be okay. Relax, Liv. We're gonna be okay. And, Glenmore, JD asks, have you ever had Glenmore whiskey? God, maybe, dude. I honestly couldn't tell you, unfortunately. Tenunda, yeah. It's called the West Coast, I know. All of California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, a lot of Arizona. We're all in the West Coast time, my friend. I know. If you were in Seattle right now, we'd be in the same time zone. It's crazy. I'm doing good, Miriam. Good to see you. It's been a minute. And, you're welcome, Liv. It is, Reese. It is about, Reese is saying that, for those over on YouTube, my friend Reese over on, Twitch said, one thing I took away from YouTubers, they say that, you can want to reach 10,000 followers, and it suddenly doesn't feel as accomplished as people with 100,000, so you're constantly striving, but for what? And that's exactly correct. That's exactly correct. Somebody who has 100,000 followers is going to be like, yeah, but I don't have 500,000. Somebody who has 500,000 is like, well, I don't have 1 million. And somebody who has 1 million is like, well, I don't have 10 million. It's like, but each time, you'll never be happy when you get to the goal. It's like the great kind of wisdom you learn the older you get is that life is not about achieving goals. It's just not. Goals are things that they're milestones. They're things that you can mark. It's like, hey, I did that. But as soon as you achieve that goal, you're not like, oh, I'm happy now. I did the thing. I can now relax. At least not in my experience. JDB, bro, what? Yeah, well, it's my personal experience. Greetings from Amsterdam, Howard. Thank you so much. Kate, this is off topic. I'm telling you. Yeah, my video about, first-time job stress. It's, and hiring people. I'm telling you, people, as somebody who has attempted to hire and train, between 6 and 8 people, somewhere in there, maybe 10, like 6 for sure, 8 kind of sort ofs, and maybe a couple extra, like, they weren't really serious. But I've tried to train and hire people, and boy, I can tell you, it is shockingly difficult. It is shockingly difficult to hire people. And I would say if you are a young employee, you are looking for work, one of the best things you can do is just be nice. Can you be nice? And can you be reliable? Can people count on you? And will you be nice? Have open communication. But reliability is just so... Can you be counted on? It's just so mind-bendingly important. And yeah, Jamie, you get the goal, you move on to the next goal. Curtis is just vibing through life. Good for you, Curtis. Reese, your boyfriend's a head chef and are currently trying to get new staff, and he's had some stories. Exactly, Reese. Exactly. Jamie over on Twitch asks, what do you think this? I'm 14, still in school, live on a farm, have 3 jobs, not including the farm and pay. For most things myself, this is something to be proud of. Well, Jamie, I would certainly say that people that, what's interesting about humans is we tend to really thrive in medium pressure environments, medium to high pressure environments. I remember I was listening to a professor one time, and this is a famous professor, he taught at Harvard and taught at like many big schools, and he was saying how one of the more interesting observations that he had as a professor was that the highest performing students usually were the ones who were paying their own way through college. They had to have a job and school, and they were like taking care of themselves. And so they had this incredibly full plate of like responsibility and tasks. And they were often the best students in the class, not the ones who all their job was to be a student. All you have to do is, you don't have to work, you don't have to worry about your apartment, you don't have to worry about bills or food. All you have to do is go to college. Those were usually the lowest performing students. It was the students who had a lot going on. I know so many countries, including Baltimore. I know it's America, but what's up, Baltimore? East Coast. And how, like, it's weird how, like, work begets work. And there's this old adage, if you want to have something done by a friend of yours, ask your busiest friend. They'll probably be much more responsive and get it done quicker and more efficiently than your quote-unquote free time friend. It's weird that that's been my experience as well. So that'll stretch and a posture check. Seattle, what's up, Seattle? Shout out to my old alma mater, University of Washington. How's Seattle doing these days? Stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. And along with that, a little posture check. Make sure you're not pinched, too slouched, squinching, misaligned. So anyway, weird facts that I found about human nature. Busy people tend to be much more organized and focused and driven and motivated. So, yeah, your story makes sense, my friend. You got all these jobs, you're cranking, you're doing your things, you have a sense of purpose, you have a sense of responsibility, you have a sense of achievement and accomplishment, and you're cranking. You're probably pretty happy. You're probably pretty satisfied because you feel valued, you feel like you contribute, and that's so important. It's so important to feel like we are contributing to the world. And if we don't feel like we're contributing, it's usually a recipe for depression, in my humble experience. Colin, do I have any YouTubers? Yeah, Colin, I'm always checking out Fred's voice. I miss Atlas. I wish he was still making YouTubes, but I get why he moved on. It's a lot of work, especially for what he was doing. He was doing very difficult projects. I check out, I go to, I see what Cat Bailey's up to. I'll go see what Articulate Design is up to. I'll go check out and see what ASMR Ryan is up to. Jojo ASMR. Zeitgeist, though, he really is he has his own niche, and so he's kind of doing his thing, It's not my style of ASMR, but yeah. Sorry, JB, I missed that. Niceness gets you many brownie points. It does, Bob. Jackson, do I ever catch yourself talking in ASMR in real life? No. This is not what I sound like in real life. Unless unless it's like super late at night. I'm just like in a really mellow chat mode. I might kind of sound like this, but I don't normally, I don't talk like this in my normal life at all. At all. Yeah, go watch some of my Instagrams if you want to hear my real voice. Then go watch a video from me out in the desert or something. That's what I actually sound like. From Texas, from Barcelona. Thank you, Daniel Gauch from Barcelona. Thank you, my friend. I'm trying to get out of this hole. Hang in there, Chris. Set a goal, set a task, and achieve it. It really helps. No, Fred didn't stop making videos. Fred's absolutely making videos. I know Raffy Taffy's cool. Raffy Taffy is, he's more like classic triggers, though. Just like trigger videos. Same with like Marno, ASMR. He does like this like trigger videos. I generally prefer to do role plays, it turns out. Leans into my actor background. And it's a skill that I possess that's more unique to me, I would say. Instagram, yeah, Melvin ASMR Jeremiah. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. I don't post a ton over there. I post some things over there. But yeah, if you want to hear what my regular speaking voice sounds like, go to my Instagram. Name trace for Daniels. Excuse me. Name trace for Daniels. Here we go. Greetings, Marta. Wonderful to see you. Representing. It's hard for me. I thought you talked like this, Leticia. No, Leticia, no. No, this is not my normal voice. No, Leticia. I am sorry to disappoint you. No. Pinky, this is a testing. So you just start guessing what it is. It doesn't matter. Moving on. Why does it feel weird hearing you speak normally, Because Melvin, you're used to the way I sound here, which, it's so funny, right? It's like when you meet, it's like, if you ever, probably my favorite chess opening, I don't know, if I'm playing black, I like playing the French, Sicilian. I haven't played the Petrov in a while. If I'm white, I like the Queen's Gambit a lot. It's kind of a funky opening. It just leads to kind of weird games that are fun. Sometimes play the fried liver attack. Sometimes I'll just play a classic Italian game. those are my main go-tos. Well, Marta, I'm glad you're teaching in 45. Well, thank you so much for popping in, even for a little while, just to say hi, Marta. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Working at the library for 5 hours. Well, hopefully that was at least not too stressful. I don't know. I would love a chess stream. Oh, thanks, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thank you for following here. The problem with chess is that, for me at least, there's just so many amazing chess people out there. Eric Rosen, Eric Hansen, Levy, Gotham Chess, Chess Bra. They're fun. Who else is a big streamer? Hikaru. The problem with Hikaru is that Hikaru does his analysis so quickly that I can't really follow him. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about, Hikaru? He just goes like, well, yeah, look at this, and da-da-da-da-da, and then I was looking at this goes here, and this goes here. I'm just like, what? And he's doing this so quickly in, like, real time. I'm just going like, wait, why didn't you do this move? Which, of course, to him is like, well, obviously, that'd be a terrible idea. That'd be I wouldn't even look at that move. And I'm going like, I looked at it. I don't know, maybe that's a good move. I thought it might be a good move. But like those dudes that are so much, there's so much. A Godmador, amazing chess streamer to follow. There's so many awesome chess people. Even I would say ASMR Chess. There's a channel called ASMR Chess. Much better chess player than me, probably. So, but thank you. I do appreciate it, Michael. I'm glad you enjoyed the old fried liver opening. I mean, bad food for thought. I just know that, like, the really good chess dudes are just so, this is what they do. Like, this is what they do, is chess. And they're very good at it. And for me, I love chess, but I'm rated like, I'm like 16 to 1650. Like, that's not, I'm like a good chess player, but I'm by no means a great chess player at all. Thank you, Splash. I'm glad you enjoyed those blackjack videos. I appreciate it. Talented White Tigers. You could make some more intense interrogation videos sometime. It's funny you should ask, Talented White Tiger. I was actually just debating doing a compilation for tomorrow, because I'm just having like a block of what I actually what I want to film. I don't know. I'm just going to, creative block is so weird. It's so weird how sometimes you just like, it's like, it seems obvious. Like, you just know exactly what you want to do. You're just like, yep, I know. I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to do this video, and I'm going to do this video. And other times you're just like, I got nothing. Now is one of those times. Now is definitely one of those times. The Silence of the Library and the boxing training video. Oh, that's an OG one. That one's gotten like weird traction recently. I did an ASMR as a cut man. The cut man is the person that's like fixing your cuts in a fight. They're trying to make the bleeding stop so you can continue to fight in like a boxing match or an MMA match. And that one's getting like weird, like kind of like a second life. It's funny how that happens. Do I meditate? Sometimes, Karen. Not enough. I should meditate more. Yeah, I should make meditation more of a daily practice. Like today, for example. I should probably meditate after the stream. Figure out my life. What am I gonna do? Hey, Liv out of Poland. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And yeah, Jack, I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I don't really Year's resolutions, because I feel like they end up being, I feel like New Year's resolutions end up just being this thing that people go for, like, hardcore, for, like, January and February, and then they just kind of, like, they kind of, like, just drop off. Yeah, I think it's usually better. Oh my god. Anthony Doe. Video weekly without the phenomenal content. Well, my friend, thank you so much, Anthony. Dude, much appreciated. Is there a trigger you enjoy with ASMR? Is there something I can do for you? Name trace, or I don't know, echo, or what? I have no idea. Tapping. Do you have a type of ASMR trigger that you would like to request? You don't have to, by the way. But I'm just thank you very much for the $20, man. That's so incredibly cool. You fist bump. Oh, thanks, my man. That's awesome. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I'm trying not to drink for a minute, so it's just like, do I want another whiskey tasting video? And it's just like, oh, I'm trying to go like dry for a couple weeks, just to dry out for a little bit, because it's for me, it's so easy to get in the habit of a couple glasses of wine a night. It's so easy. You're just like, hey, it'd be nice. Glass of wine. And it's never just one glass of wine. One glass of wine becomes two. And if you're really being honest, that second glass, you're like, how about a third? And all of a sudden, you're just like, why? Anyway. So I do want to do another whiskey tasting video, but in maybe like a week or two. Maybe like a week or two. I love philosophy. Thanks, Moop. Glad you enjoy the blackjacks. Yeah, I was a vice president of my philosophy club in junior college. Sergey from Ukraine, my friend. Wonderful to have you. Wonderful to have you. And yes, Linda, I'm live. Karen, let's see, drive to Barstow. The boredom will bring out the ideas. For you have the chance to be bored sometimes. Yeah, I don't really experience boredom. I don't really, Oh, Angela, you're talking about me doing an alien abduction video? God, I have one of those in my archives. I've just started editing and I wasn't happy with it. I don't know if I want to, I don't know, it's food for thought. You're well, Reese, take care, my man. It was wonderful to see you. Wonderful for you to come and hang out with us. And good luck to your boo. Good luck to your boyfriend for hiring somebody for his restaurant. I know it's tough. Good luck out there. Yeah, sometimes it can actually be really good to, Natalie, it's 2:46 p.m. Sometimes it can be really good to zone out on a drive. For sure. It can be a good time just to think and let your mind process things. Colin to the max, what kind of wine do I like? Normally with my wife and I, if we're having a glass of wine, our go-to is just Chardonnay. It's a very clean, we just get the Costco Chardonnay. It's good. You get a bottle of that Costco Chardonnay, make sure it's ice cold. It's crisp, it's smooth. It's just a very easy sipping wine. If I'm doing reds, I love California blends. I love, Apothec's, Menage a Trois. They're kind of sweet. I love Oregonian Cabernets. I've had some great cabs out of Oregon. But my all-time favorite wines, my all-time favorites are Barolos and Amarones. I've had some really, really good Petit Cru and some Grand Crus before, but they're very expensive. I don't like dropping like $50 or $100 on a bottle of unless it's a very special occasion. Normally, if I'm just having, like, sipping on something, I'll sip on, like, a Menage a Trois, or I'll sip on, like I said, Apothic is tasty, and they're under $15, you know what I mean? I can get Menage a Trois for under $10. It's cheap, and it's very tasty, you know? Heck, even the Costco Cabernet can be very tasty. I really enjoy some Malbecs. Pinot Noirs can be really tasty. Just depends on the bottle, you know? It really depends. It really depends. And bourbon or scotch? Scotch. Bourbon or scotch? I'm gonna go scotch. I like bourbon, but I'm just gonna sip on straight liquor, scotch. If I'm mixing, if I'm blending, bourbon. But if I'm just sipping, just want to sip on a nice beverage, scotch is my go-to. I like dark liquor though, so good aged rum, good aged whiskey, scotch. Yeah, they're all delightful bourbons. I know, Grace, the Apothic cat. Oh, the bottle art is divine. It's good art, but again, Apothic is it's one of those like $12. And I'm telling you, as somebody who has had, and you had to mention wine, insult to injury, looking at my credit card charges for last night. I feel you, Karen, trust me. Boy, when you go out to dinner, man, that wine bottle that wine tab can sure go nuts in a hurry. I'll tell you what. And, Jewel in 69. Everything's gonna be okay. Sipping on gin and juice. Yeah, although my favorite gin these days, I'm not a big gin drinker. I'm really not a big gin drinker. But Aviation gin, I'm telling you, Aviation, as far as gins goes, I think Aviation's my favorite. Very floral, not too much methanol. Gin can get very methanol-y. If you've ever had, like, cheap gin, it can really taste like methanol alcohol, like that, like, you know what I'm talking about. Vodka can do the same thing. It can have a very kind of like, if it's like a cheap vodka, it can have like that methanol kind of like flavor to it. Yeah, Aviation gin, very nice. Big fan of Aviation gin. I figured out the time is after I got off work. Yeah. Nice, Natalie. Let's see. Would I ever do ASMR about stomach aches? I don't know, Laurie. Maybe I'm not sure what I would do. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do about stomach aches if I did that. I'm not sure, like, how to cure it. Drink water, have some tea, do the brat diet, bananas, rice, avocado, and toast. I don't know. Grace, the amount of games I won because of the Rook Roller. Nice, Grace. That's really cool. I love that. That's really cool. Will I ever make a chess video? I might make another one, Arcanus. We'll see. I might make another one. I'm good, Tani. Thank you for asking this over on YouTube. My Twitch homies. Grace from London. Grace is like, I've had plenty of cheap gin. Let me tell you about plenty of cheap gin. Yeah, cheap gin is rough. Oh, and the hangover. Oh, God. Doc out of Russia. Spasiba, my friend. Remember, gotta get the Deadpool limited edition. Wait, Wolfman, is that a thing? I want the Deadpool Aviation limited edition bottle. I've never seen it. If I see one, I'm buying it. Stomach ache, Sir Dominance, nachos, hot sauce, straight to Chipotle, spiciest taco bowl I can get. Let's go, let's do this. Stomach ache. Pff. Let me show you a stomach ache. Just drink some hot sauce. I like your technique, Angela. Just punch it right in the teeth. Do I watch F1? unfortunately, man, I had a roommate who did back in the day, my old English roommate, Tom. And Tom got me into F1 there for a little bit, F1 racing. It's quite cool. But my wife doesn't watch it at all, so she's like, whatever. So, because my wife doesn't watch it, she's not interested. I don't like watch sports on my own there very much. Check the Sip Whiskey website. I saw it on there. Bit pricey for shipping. Fair enough. Very kind, Karen. I have many ideas for you, all of which would get you tens of views. Not one or two. I'm talking tens of views. Maybe 30. Maybe even 100. Let's not get crazy, Karen. Karen, calm down. Keep your panties on. Let's not get nuts here, okay? 100 views. Let's not get too crazy. Let's not get ahead of our skis here. Yeah, look, everybody, you're free. Feel free if you have video suggestion ideas. Please send them over to my Discord. Take care, Kate. Have fun going to the grocery store. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you have ideas you want to share, go over to my Discord. As Binky is saying there, let's see. Yeah, so Binky, so do people have to DM? Do people have to DM you and Rye and Angela over on Discord to suggest ideas? Do they have to DM you the idea and then you guys will post it to the video suggestion idea if it's a original idea and it hasn't been done before or it's feasible? Yeah. Did I see the Champions League? No, I didn't. I don't watch football. European football, soccer. Have you had Empress Gin? No, never had Empress Gin. Hey, Zara. Dominant husband role plays. I haven't done a dominant husband in a minute. I could do a dominant husband. Good. Food for thought. Hey, Splash Next. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Diane, which one of your blackjack? Well, hopefully both, Dion. Hopefully both. It's interesting and the nice kind of rhythmic, melodic tone of the cards and the chips and the game. It's kind of repetitive. Hopefully you find that relaxing. Glad you enjoy that. Karen, you enjoyed the annual group names. Right, again, tens of views, Karen, tens of views. I have seen The Boys. Homelander, great character. I forget the actor's name, but he was phenomenal as Homelander. Oh my gosh. Kate. Calm down. Appreciate you, Kate. I'm giving you a hug. Come here, Kate. Bring it in. For those over on YouTube that don't know, we just got a very generous tip over on Twitch, much like our earlier very generous tip over on YouTube. But I never got a response about if you wanted a special trigger. Anyway, Kate, I'm giving you a hug though. Bring it in here. Come here, everybody. Appreciate you, Kate, so much. Thank you very, very much for all your kindness and generosity. And I know how much you give, and I know you're really busy and you take care of a lot of people, and you're a really good person. I appreciate it, Kate. I know you're an incredibly hard worker. I don't want gas time today. I can't keep spending. Well, don't, Binky. Jeez Louise. Just don't. Take it easy. Take it easy, Binky. Take it easy. Just because somebody throws a tip my way does not mean you are obligated to add on to that. take your hand away. Pinky, get your hand off the mouse. Pinky, take your hand off the mouse. You don't have to. It's okay. Just slow it. It's alright, you don't have to, Pinky. It's gonna be okay. Mattia, hey. What's up, Mattia? Thanks for joining. I'm good, Amadeo. I'm good, thank you very much for asking. Bad gambling habits. Don't gamble, Trey. Gambling is a great way to lose money. Don't gamble. Gambling is basically a guaranteed way of losing money. Yeah. Gambling, look, here's the way to look at gambling. Gambling is entertainment. Okay? That's all gambling is. It can be really fun. Your heart rate gets going. You get your adrenaline pumping. I get it. Okay? There's money on the table. So, like, it's fun. I understand. But be very, very, very clear that gambling is an almost guaranteed way of losing money. Okay? Almost. At best, it's 50-50. At best, it's 50-50. Unless you're playing poker and you happen to be a very, very, very diligent poker player, but you have to really study the game and really be into the math and all the odds and you gotta be really into it. Other than poker, gambling is completely, you're gonna lose eventually. Even if you get really lucky for a while, if you keep gambling, you're gonna lose. It's the whole point. That's why those casinos are so beautiful. They didn't get beautiful by people losing money. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't gamble. Or if I do go gambling, I'll give myself a very specific budget. Like for me, like for example, did I get the spinner? Oh, the roulette table. No, I got that from my grandparents. That was handed down to me kind of randomly. Like it was at my parents' place, but they didn't really have room for it, and they asked if I wanted it, and I was like, actually, maybe I could, maybe. And then I ended up using it for ASMR, which is crazy, very kind of random. But now that came from Italy. Dude said I had a heart look like a potato salad. I have no idea what that means to fire, but that doesn't sound good. Hope you're okay. But yeah, with so I was part of a poker team at a local bar. Exactly, right? I'm not sure my favorite role to do. I'm not sure, Matt. No, actually, that's not true. Probably the Joker. The Joker's probably my favorite. I really like playing the Joker. It's a fun character. Yeah, he's fun. Exactly. I get that checked out. Your heart should not look like potato salad. But you know, on the gambling thing, like for me, everybody has to have their own budget. Back when I used to play poker with my buddies all the time. Okay, we'd have like a boys' poker night like once or twice a week, but we'd all buy in for like $10, or if it was a big night, ooh, want that big money to come out, $20 buy-in, ooh, $20 buy-in. Like these were the kind of stakes that we would play for, okay? And like, if I go to Vegas or something, you know, like I'll be okay, I can lose like $200, okay? I can't imagine bringing that up to even like $500. Like losing $500 in Vegas, I'd be so bummed. I'd be so bummed. Because there's so much you can do with $500. But it's arbitrary, and that's just for me, right? If you're worth a few million, it doesn't matter. But like, for me, that's a lot of money. And I'm not gonna like just go below $500. But let's say for me personally, it's like I'm willing to sit down and play blackjack, which, you know, I'm gonna throw out $200 But even then, I'm like, would I want to go blow $200 on blackjack? Or have a really nice meal at like Korean barbecue. Take out all my friends to like a nice dinner at Korean barbecue. That's going to be $200. And it might be way more fun. And I'll have an amazing meal. Thanks, JC. So, yeah, gambling is weird. It is definitely not my, gambling is definitely not my, it's not my Achilles heel, thankfully. Yeah. Yeah, gambling is just not up my alley. But, yeah, so if you're gonna gamble, just gamble responsibly. And, exactly, Trey. My friends will have a great time. They're like, oh, remember that time we had that great Korean barbecue or whatever, you know, sushi or whatever. Like, yeah, I do. Versus like, but on the other hand, it's like, okay, let's say I said it. I feel you, Angela. Let's say okay, I'm willing to lose $200 at the table in Vegas, okay? And let's say if by some miracle I can find a $10 game. It's not likely in Vegas anymore, but let's say I could find a $10 game, maybe like downtown at like Binion's or something. Well, let's say I can get a $10 blackjack game, and that's only 20 bets. But hopefully, the theory would be I would sit down with my $200. Maybe I win, maybe I lose. But as I'm sitting there, you know, I'll have a couple drinks because they're free. You know, have a couple drinks, and you're just kind of like chilling, and it's exciting, and you're up and down, and you're winning money, you're losing money. Shh! Donkey. You, donkey. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, team. She was literally snoring. She was literally snoring. Snoring. And then, I'm incredibly sorry about that. Hi, Angel. Great to see you. So sorry about that obnoxious disturbance. I'm sure that spooked everybody, but jumped out of your seats. I know. It shocked me. So I really, really, really apologize. Usually my dog is just snoring in the background. As many of you heard, she was literally sitting there snoring 2 seconds ago. Okay? Like 2 seconds ago she was snoring. But as dogs can do, all of a sudden they pop up and they're like, and you're just like, I am dog. I must be heard right now. Hey. Whose house is this? This is my house. Whose house is this? Lucy's house. Lucy's house. That's whose house this is. But what's weird is that she can do that from like a total sleep. Like she was literally snoring. Just sitting there. I'm very sorry about that, my friends. I deeply apologize. Not cool. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Very, very sorry. Usually I get a little bit of a warning. You know, she'll kind of like, she'll usually kind of woofle. She'll be like, woof. And then I'm like, uh-oh. And she'll be like, woof, woof. And she'll be like, wah, 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 wah. Sorry about that. John. Hope you're well, John. Oh, Mimi, she absolutely did. I mean, Mimi, she was, I don't know what that dog hears. For those that don't know my dog, she's a pit mix named Lucy, the loose goose, the loosest of all the gooses. She's a mix between pit and something called I'm not sure about this, a Taiwanese Formosan mountain hound. Now, if you Google Taiwanese Formosan Mountain Hound, they look kind of like a whippet. They're kind of like skinny, almost like a jackal, like a skinny little jackal kind of looking dog with these huge satellite dish ears. These big, like dingo, big, huge, like dingo ears. And if you look at a pit Formosan blend, you get Lucy. So if you look at a pit bull and a Formosan blend, you get a dog that has like a pit bull like mouth, but it's like leaner than a pit bull, not as stocky, and these huge satellite dish ears are like just dishes. They're like, and I don't know how much she can hear, but it must be intense. Like she can hear crazy stuff, dude. Like, yeah, it can be crazy. It'd be wild to have her senses for a day. Can you imagine like that? Like, what would it be like to have a dog's senses for a day? Like, can you imagine what they can smell? Like, I think dogs are like, what is it? A dog's sense of smell is 1,000 times more than a human's, or is it 10,000? Somebody check me on that. Hi, Esri. Gorgeous pup equipped with radar. She is Mimi. She's very equipped with radar. How much better is a dog's hearing than a human's? Isn't it like 1,000? Like a dog's can smell like 1,000 times better than a human. Something like that. And then it's 100,000. So dogs can have 100,000 times more sensitivity in their noses than a human. And what's crazy is bears have like 10,000 times better than dogs. So a bear in the woods can smell you from like 2 miles away. Yeah, dude. I remember one time I was having lunch with Megan and Corey, and I was sitting there going like, you know what's crazy about dogs? Bears. Bears can smell 10,000 times better than dogs. And I was just like, sorry, it was super, super random. We all found that hilarious. But could you imagine being able to like, oh, you had spaghetti yesterday. Be like, what? I have showered. I have brushed my teeth. I have had other things since then. And just being like, sushi. How was the salmon? Be like, wait, what? Can you imagine having a nose that sensitive? Be creepy. Super creepy. Awesome. Who would win, bear or shark? Depends on the venue, bro. On land, a bear. In sea, a shark. Duh, Angela. Mom spaghetti. That's 3 million times better than us. Yeah. Bears are amazing. Don't mess with bears, man. And dog can hear up to 45,000 hertz. Wow. That's crazy. Favorite part of the day, Alani, or so far, honestly, this, Alani, or that I'm really enjoying talking to you guys. Nice, Tom. Tom Hurry. There's a YouTube video on my channel from like 1.5 years ago called My Origin Story. Go check out my origin story. It explains all, including the person that got me into it. It's at his house with him. So if you want to know how I got into ASMR, go check out my origin story video on my YouTube channel, featuring the man and the location where ASMR Jeremiah was born. Dion can barely smell, I'm sorry. Bear beats gorilla. Maybe. What's the scariest animals, and why is it moose? It's either moose, Angela, or hippopotamuses. Dude, hippopotamuses are terrifying. And everybody's like, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus. And it's like, bro, dude, hippos are absolutely nuts. Yeah, hippos are absolutely wild. But so are mooses, the meese. And moose are also absolutely insane. Yeah, people think like, oh, moose are like blah, blah, blah. Like, no, moose are terrifying. They're huge. People don't realize how big moose are. They're gigantic. And Esri, as far as like what dogs and cats can smell and taste, I think it's different. I know, yeah, Noah, your cat recognizes that it's you about 2 to 3 minutes from the door. So true. The thing about dogs and cats, I don't think that they experience it the way you and I do. They experience it like it's not like this smell stinks and this smell is good. I think it's more like it's like nutrition. It's like what has nutritional value for me, or what is toxic or poisonous, and like what other things are my friends doing, and they can like smell fear and they can smell anxiety, and like that'll be wild, man. But I know that for a fact that dogs and cats, like, they don't interpret smell the way you and I do. The way we're like, oh, that stinks, like that smells rotten, like, ew, it stinks. I don't think that's how they interpret it. But anyway, I'm not an animal expert. I don't know. Oh, Tom Harvey. Yeah, these are Rode NT1s. Rode. I have 2 of these. Rode NT1. And they're very good mics. However, you do have to have a audio interface to go with them. They're not USB mics, they're XLR mics. So you have the cables with the 3 prongs and so forth. So, yeah. But I'm a big fan of the Rode microphones. They're kind of like what I would say is Rode microphones are like the Toyota Camry of microphones. Like, they're not the best, but they're pretty freaking awesome. And they sound really good, and they're affordable. So shout out to Rode microphones out of Australia. And no, I'm not sponsored by Rode. I just really do think they're really good mics. So Rode NT1. Your dog doesn't like cheese, Nerd Lucas. You have a crazy dog. My dog is obsessed with cheese. Yeah. My dog, like, that's how I can get my dog to eat stuff that she doesn't like, the pills she doesn't want to eat. I wrap it, and she's a big fan of sharp cheddar cheese. Yeah. In fact, my dog's favorite cheese is this aged white English cheddar. I think it's aged for 12 months. This aged English cheddar, that is my dog's crack. Like, when I pull that cheese out, she's like, Dad, you wanna pass some of that down? Dad, you wanna give me some of that That good? You want to give me some of that good cheese? It's on the box, John. Josh, it says aged 12 months. Exactly. She's a distinguished girl with fine taste. And just Claire too. I'm not ignoring you, Claire. I see that do more anxiety and mental health ASMRs. Why? It's not that I don't enjoy them, but I don't like doing only those things. I enjoy them. I love psychology, and I love helping people, but heavy topics. I don't like everything being heavy. I like them things to be light and fun and just kind of chill. No need to be like super heavy all the time. And Karen's like, I'm from Wisconsin. Cheese is the ultimate trigger. It's because cheese is amazing. Ask for ID. Oh, how does one know the age of the cheddar? Angela, ask for its ID. I see what you did there, Angela. Took me a second. I see what you did there. That's why I appreciate you, Angela. One of the many reasons I appreciate you. Thanks, Dean. I appreciate it. Gracia, the cheese tags. Thank you, Mental M. I do appreciate it. Jesus, Macy's Rice Lane. Never heard of it. There are a few dishes away from a potluck. You're not wrong there, Karen. Although I have to say, like, oh, well. The mozzarella is the best. Oh, come on. The Defier mozzarella is not the best. Mozzarella is good. Mozzarella is fine. You're crazy, Josh. You like cheese on your pizza. You're a psycho, bro. Who likes cheese on their pizza? What kind of animal? What kind of disgusting freak likes cheese on their pizza? I do. I love cheese, man. What's y'all's favorite cheese? I mean, again, provolone. Provolone. It's a good cheese. Packet of cheese. Harvey, sit down. No. Packet cheese is not real cheese. Pepper Jack. Okay, Pepper Jack. Munster. These are all, come on, people. These are all rookie cheeses. These are all rookie cheeses. Come on, people. Mozzarella, provolone, Munster. These are rookies. Give me some real cheese. Havarti. Okay, getting a little more interesting now. Havarti. I like my Havarti with a little dill. A little feta, the Greek cheese. It's a good cheese. I like the feta. Great in the salad. Swiss cheese. Okay, like a little banal. Well, happy birthday, Catherine. See now, Boquito knows what we're talking about. Boquito. That's what we're talking about, Boquito. Little Roquefort. That's the jam right there. Give me some of that blue. Give me some of that Emmentaler Swiss. Little Emmental. Paneer. Indian cheese. Pecorino. There we go. Smegpole. It's not a real cheese, but I know exactly what you mean. String cheese, cheddar, getting cheese lore video. Now I need to do a cheese tasting. Now I need to do a cheese tasting video. It means I need to go shopping though. It means I need to go to a store and buy like a bunch of cool cheeses. But that's the thing. I need a really good. I need to find a good cheesemonger. You know, I'm not here, Angela. I went to Aldi. Their cheese was very disappointing out here. The one near me. I was very disappointed, Angela. of sucked. I was like, oh, like the cheese selection was weak. Like, there's a place in Columbus, Ohio, called the High Street Market, I think it is. And the High Street Market, they have like an actual cheesemonger. Bro. The cheese is out of this place. And we must have one in LA somewhere. We have Whole Foods. There's not a Whole Foods super close to me. But I should actually Google that. Maybe I haven't done a Whole Foods run in a long time. Trader Joe's is kind of the same. It's like hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. I definitely want to, but I would do a cheese tasting video. Okay, here's my guilty confession. Here's my guilty cheese confession. There's one super lame cheese that I'm actually a massive fan of. Is it comes in like the little tub, and it's like the creamy like port wine cheddar like spreadable cheese. I don't think it's real cheese. I don't know what it's made out of, but I actually really like it on Triscuits. It has to be, yeah, Cacona Club, exactly, Karen, those. I don't even know if that's real cheese, but I love the port wine cheddar on Triscuits or Wheat Thins. That's like a taste of my childhood. My dad loved that cheese, that port wine cheddar. It's kind of sharp, and I kind of grew up with it, and now I love it. I love that cheap the Cacuna cheese. It comes in a little tin, little tub, little plastic tub, and yeah, guilty pleasure, man. And I know it's garbage. It's not real cheese. But I love it. You like the Baby Bells? I don't know why. Like, good. They're very mild. I know. Now we're talking about cheese, and we're going like, dude, now it's time for me to just get some cheese and some. Now all I want is cheese and wine. Look what you people did. Who brought up cheese? Who is the son of a bitch that brought up cheese? Who is it? Me? Am I the donkey? I probably brought it up. Did I bring it up? I'm sorry if I brought it up. Rude, Jeremiah. Rude. I apologize. I apologize. This is a dog. Let's talk about cheese. I've been on a wine tour. Oh my god, I have. You know what's funny, Red? Went crazy after I had dogs and cheese. That's right, Lucy. Because Lucy barked. Then we got talking about cheese. And before you know it, we're talking about cheesemongers. We're talking about what's your favorite cheese. Then people gave out a bunch of lame cheeses. Like, my favorite cheese is mozzarella. Pfft. Basic. And then some people were, then they gave out real cheese. And like, there we go. Now we're talking about real cheeses. And that's where then it else went off the rails. We just derailed from there. And then I went all the way down to Cacona cheese. That cheese spread is not, it's like cheese whiz. It's not even real cheese. This is my fault. This is my fault. I did this to us. I did this to us. I apologize. Oh yeah, the wine tasting. Tater tots and blue cheese dressing. I bet that's delicious because I love potatoes and blue cheese. I know, Angela, I just need to go to one. I just need to take my time and go out to a real cheese place and pick up like 5 or 6 cheeses. And do like a cheese tasting. And then I'll do like a whiskey tasting. Do like a wine tasting. Do a bunch of tastings. I love the idea of doing tastings. All I have to do is sit there and taste delicious things. Maybe some not so delicious. And then you all go like, live through my experience. Kraft Singles is peak cheese. Hey, you watch your mouth. You watch your mouth, hey. Kraft cheese is the pinnacle of cheese. How dare you? Costco samples do ASMR, basically, Angela. You want cheese? Do you want this cheese? Do you want this finely marbled Roquefort? Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this brie spread across a crisp sourdough piece of toast? Do you want some of this brie? You can't have this brie until you talk. Do you want the brie? Anyway. Yeah, but Tillamook is good, Angela. It's a little more expensive. But Tillamook is a good medium price cheese and a lot of good Tillamook cheese. Again, Costco. Costco has a lot of really good cheese. The problem with Costco cheese is that you have to buy it like by the pound. Like you can't just get like a bit of Costco cheese. It's like, Costco's selling a Roquefort. You're gonna buy a half pound of Roquefort, which is like literally a block of cheese. It's like this big. And you're like, yeah, I wanted Roquefort. I didn't want a pound of Roquefort. I mean, it's delicious. But, like, I saw, my wife saw this guy. It was hilarious. I'll go to wine tastings here in a second. We'll move on to wine tasting. Manual. But have you ever tried Parmesan cheese? Yes, I've had Parmesan cheese. Yes. There can be only one head cheese in the group. Thoughts on spray cheese? I'll tell you, Will. It's weird, but like oddly disgusting. It's like spray cheese, Cheese Whiz, like on a Ritz. I don't listen, Linda. If you don't like frickin' spray cheese on a Ritz cracker, you're not an American. Like you're not American. Thank you, Devin. I'm glad you're enjoying the cheese talk. Like, Cheese Whiz on a Ritz cracker is just, I'm sorry, it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. And I know it's not real cheese. I know it's disgusting, and nobody should eat it. And yet, even like nacho cheese, whatever that crap is, it's not real cheese. I don't know what that crap is. That weird goopy, like, cheese sauce stuff. I don't know what that crap is. It's not cheese. It's not cheese. But it's good. It's so good. Oh my god. Wine tastings. Yeah. Do cheese and wine tasting. Whatever the nachos is sporting is liquid gold. Angela, it's weird. It's crack. That stuff is like, it's like crack. I don't know what it is. But it's frickin' delicious. Grace, you don't need to know it. I'm glad you don't know it's Grace. You should be happy with yourself and proud of yourself that you don't know what spray cheese is. Grace, good. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Enjoying on a boat ride equals the American dream. Devin, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Devin. Taco Bell nacho fries with their nacho cheese dip. It's so bad that it's good. Okay, we're moving on. Wine tasting. So, my friends, years ago, I had an opportunity, and we'll do a face brush while we talk about me going on a wine tasting in Santa Barbara, darlings. So, years ago, before I met my current boo, okay, I was dating a lovely young lady, and this was early in our relationship, and a dear friend of mine, my English friend, Tom had said, "Oi, mate, we're thinking about doing a wine tasting up in Santa Barbara for my birthday. you want to come. Of course, I'm like, my friend, I would be honored to come and do a wine tasting shenanigans for your birthday up in Santa Barbara. That sounds delightful. So I get in the car with my girlfriend at the time, and we head north of Santa Barbara. Now, for those that don't know, Santa Barbara is a beautiful town, okay? It's north of Los Angeles. It's a beautiful little coastal city. And weirdly, for reasons I do not know, kind of known, Santa Barbara is kind of known for its wine. I'm not even kidding you. It's kind of like a thing. You drive to Santa Barbara, north of Malibu, and go on a wine tasting. Take care of the Defier. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I really appreciate it, buddy. So, we go up north to Santa Barbara, and we go out on our wine tasting. We can drive out to this vineyard, and I'm not gonna lie. The vineyard was beautiful. Beautiful vineyard. And these wine tastings are either they're free or they're like $10, like they're cheap, okay? And you get like 4 or 5 tastings, like 10 or 15 bucks. And thoughts on the whole Arizona Coyote situation? No idea, David. I'm not sure what's going on with the Arizona Coyotes. But shout out to Gretzky. Love me the great one. Anyway, wine, Santa Barbara. So we go out to the first of several vineyards, and again, it's beautiful. I mean, Santa Barbara is gorgeous. Okay, the ocean is off in the distance. It looks like wine country. It looks like Napa. You see like the rows and like the hill. You see like the rows of vineyards, and it's like all like, it looks beautiful. We get to the first wine tasting. Out of the 5 wines that I had, all 5 were awful. I mean, these were horrible wine. Like, they tasted bad. They tasted bad. Like, are you trying to make good wine here? I genuinely was confused by how horrible the wine was at the first tasting. Beautiful vineyard. Terrible wine. And all of us were like, this isn't good, right? We're like, no, this is not good. Not good. And thank you, Robert Battaglia. Thank you very much. And Mark from Scotland. Thank you very much. And yes, Axel. Cool. They're talking about wine. So, first vineyard. Horrible. Like, alright, let's go to it. They just tasted bad, Grace. Like, they just tasted unfinished. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, take a crappy grocery store wine. But it wasn't sweet, Angela. But take like a okay, what's like a boring wine from the grocery store? What, like Mondavi? Or what's another? That's actually not bad. What's like a lame wine from the grocery store? I was gonna say Yellowtail, but Yellowtail is way better than the wine that we had, okay? Yellowtail. Way better than the wine we had. Boone's. Barefoot is better. Barefoot is better than the wine. I've had Barefoot. It's not great. It's fine. Oh, $2 Chuck. Let me tell you, Linda, listen to me. No me estés hablando así, cabrón. You're listening to me, okay? $2 Chuck at Trader Joe's. Robert Shaw can be Charles Shaw. $2 chuck at Trader Joe's can be spectacular. It's not always. The wine that I had at this like posh winery, Santa Barbara, I would way rather drink Barefoot, Behringer, $2 chuck. Gladly drink any of those wines over like the first 4 or 5 wines that I had. Onward we go. All right. Hey, you know what? First winery. Not that great. I'll move on to the next winery. We go on to the next winery. And basically Angela. And so we go to the next winery. Again, boy, this is a pretty venue. You know, you drive up the driveway and gravel, and you know, it looks like a farm. You know, the rows of vineyards, and you're like, ah, mountain stream in the background. That's appropriate. Why not? Here we go. Put a little mountain stream in the background to talk about wine. And so we get to the second one. It's as bad as the first. I think we tried like 3 or 4 more wines. Thank you, Devin. I love Hank Azaria in the birdcage. What about the Thlims? Daddy. Like Puerto Rican street queens. I love Puerto Rican street queens. They have the best accents. Let me tell you, baby. No, mama, why you talking crazy, mama? Okay, so the second wines as horrible as the first. And this is like expensive. They're like, do you want to buy a bottle? I'm like, no. And I've already got a little buzz going from the first winery. So in spite of the fact I had a bit of a buzz going, still terrible. Now, getting the lag there, that was weird. Now, this continued the entire day. Every single winery that we went to was terrible. It's terrible. Every single one was terrible. We finally go to a place that was doing like whiskeys, like bourbons and stuff. Thank God. Thank God. At least the bourbons weren't terrible. And it was like, okay, like this tastes better. Anyway, my point is, Santa Barbara, my wine tasting experience, not in fairness to doing like a real wine tasting, if you want to do a real wine tasting, obviously go to France, go to Italy, go to Spain, or go to Napa or Sonoma. If you go to Sonoma or Napa, they actually make very good wine, okay? Very good wine. I've never been on a wine tasting in Napa or Sonoma, but I will tell you, if you have an opportunity to go on a wine tasting in Santa Barbara, have very low expectations, okay? As I'm telling you, Snoop Dogg's wine is not bad. 9 Crimes. I've had Snoop's wine. Snoop's wine is not bad, alright? I would drink Snoop Dogg's wine over anything I had in Santa Barbara. Anything. Snoop Dogg's wine. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Way better wine. And obviously, he doesn't make it. He just put his name on some vintage. They said if we like partner up with Snoop, you know, it'll be dope. more successful than they would have been otherwise had they not partnered with Snoop. Again, I tried it. I thought it was tasty. But that's my wine tasting experience. Unfortunately, my wine tasting sojourn was not successful. It was terrible. And Manuel, you are correct. Barolo, for those that don't know, Barolo is a type of grape in a region in Italy. And Barolos are some of the greatest wines ever created. And its cousin, the Amarone, sweet Mother Mary and Joseph. Those two grapes, the Barolo and the Amarone, are some of the best wines I've ever had in my life. Ooh, a cognac tasting in the south of France. Grace, that sounds delightful. I'd love the cognac tasting. It'd be phenomenal. I've been on a cognac tasting. Yes. I mean, look. Maybe when you have the right milk and cookies, it helps. But bad flavor's bad flavor. And like the other place that okay, so Santa Barbara cannot make wine. Malibu, terrible wine. Same thing, Malibu makes horrible wine. The Greeks, dudes, I'm sorry. This is no shame. This is no shame against, the Greek people. Has anybody had good Greek wine? Serious question. Has anybody ever had good Greek wine? I have not. Unfortunately. And in fact, the Greek wine that I've had reminded me of Santa Barbara wine. And that's not a good thing. So maybe I've just never had, good Greek wine. Ouzo, I'm pretty sure ouzo is, not wine. I'm Greek and we can't make wine, I know. Exactly, Mimi, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Ouzo, delicious. And what's the other thing you guys serve over? What's the other thing? Like limoncello, and that's Italian. What's an ouzo again? It's like a grape liqueur, right? Thank you, Rodarty. I appreciate that. What is ouzo again? I've had it before. It's like an aperitif. You have it before your meal, something like that. But anyway, all right. Enough of the wine conversation. We're talking about cheese and wine for too long. Talking about cheese and wine for too long. And TV Batuin. I have no idea how to say Fenerbahce. I have no idea, man. No clue how to say that name. I cannot pronounce anything that's Welsh, Gaelic. Those Welsh and Gaelic words are just, I cannot, for the life of me, pronounce them. Jay, so you should do some ASMR now. You're probably right. I probably should do some ASMR. But what? I don't know what to do, Binky. I don't know what to do. Does anybody want anise flavored? Oh, so, anise. That means it's like licorice. I'm not a big fan of licorice, darlings. And anise is a licorice flavored, root thingamaboober. Distracted phone call with page turning and scratching. That's a good idea. Jeez, man. Do y'all see? But unless y'all on YouTube, you don't see what's happening over on. You don't see what's happening over on Twitch. I'm basically being pilloried by my mods. They're like, Jay, Useless streamer. Terrible. Might as well quit rambling. Nobody cares about your stupid rambles. Might as well do some actual ASMR. Maybe like do some page turning, a distracted phone call. Do something. Basically, you're the worst ASMR streamer in the history of the world. They're not wrong. You're not wrong, Pinky. I'm terrible at this job. I don't know why anybody watches me. It's amazing. Thank you. I have no idea why anybody follows me. It's very strange. And I do Going to the Joker roleplays, New Jersey Dave. Oh, that's easy. Many people. People demand the ASMR dance for the people. Thank you, Angela. You get me. Are your mods Australian? No. One is basically Scouse. So one of my mods is basically Scouse. And one of my mods is from the Midwest. So, but my Scouse mod, she's the mean one. My Scouse mod is like super, like, you're terrible. You're the worst streamer ever. Jeez, Jeremiah. Why don't you do some actual ASMR sometime and quit being an absolute donkey all the time? I know you're not Scouse, but you're like Scouse adjacent. Listen, Pinky, you're Scouse adjacent, okay? You're Scouse adjacent. She's like, I'm not Scouse. How dare you? I'm not Scouse, you daft bastard. Well, to me you are. To an American you are. Thanks, Angel. I'm just amusing myself over here. Oh yeah, the Joker thing. The YouTube channels we all switch over. I know, right? It's totally different vibes over on YouTube versus on Twitch. Street Green ASMR video, please. That would be funny, impressive. Not sure how I would do. I'm sure I'd get canceled for it, but I would have a good time. I can't be called Scouse, just no. Yeah, but genuinely. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate you getting me. Listen, Binky. How far are you, distance-wise, from being Scouse? You're not... Thank you, Esri. You're not far from Scouse. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You're not far from there. Like, what, 20 miles? 50 miles? You're not far from being Scouse. And by the way, for those who don't know, Scouse is just somebody that's from, like, Manchester area, from what I understand. I mean, a Scouse is somebody who's basically from Manchester, right? I know you're not Manchesterian, but I mean, in the neighborhood, it's like, sort of. Anyway, Istanbul, wow, Annex, that's wild. Liverpool, oh, Liverpool is Scouse. Liverpool, so it's like the Beatles. I thought Scouse was also Manchester, but it's only Liverpool. I stand humbly corrected. I thought Scouse was kind of a combination of like Manchester and Liverpool, like that whole area. I thought it was like Scouse. So, I stand humbly corrected. I'm humbly corrected. Nice, Rory. Good for you, bud. Learning Russian, English, German, and French. It's very impressive, dude. Good for you guys. Good for you. Oh yeah, the Joker thing. Nope, Scouse is up in Liverpool, so I am not. Fine. My main mod over on Twitch is not Scouse. She's not from Liverpool. Ooh. Look at me, I'm Binky Kitty. I'm not Scouse. Ooh, look at me. Not Scouse. My dog in the background. Anyway, the Joker thing. The Joker thing came because many You sound like the Joker. Dude, you should do a Joker roleplay. Dude, you sound like the Joker. Dude, you should do a Joker roleplay. So, eventually one day I was like, well, I should do a Joker roleplay. And I did. And people liked it. And I really enjoyed doing it. So there you go. That's how the Joker came into my repertoire. I agree, Megan. You're keeping yourself present, Jess. Congratulations. That's great. So, okay, so my main mod. So, Scouse, Liverpool is 85 miles away from me. The entire other side of the country. I love that 85 miles for you is a long ways. 85 miles in the United States is like next door. It's like Dayton to Columbus. That's like 65 miles. But like 85 miles in the United States is like nothing. And like for English, like it might as well be a different country. 85 miles away, totally different accent, completely different people. That's why I find England so fascinating. Well, thank you, impressive. I do appreciate that. And, Angel Dog, relax. Even when Mommy and Daddy fight, everything's gonna be okay. Even when Mommy and Daddy fight, it's gonna be fine. We're all gonna be okay. But anyway, but it is true. It is so funny how, England is so compartmentalized. Like, England is so, like, each town, each of y'all's, like, little town is, like, its own little accent, its own little region, you know what I mean? And that's just not the case in the United States. Like, we, you know, yeah, we have accents around, but, like, they're all, like, really spread out. Like, like, for example, you know, L.A. to Las Vegas. Las Vegas is considered, like, L.A.'s backyard playground. It's like where Angelinos go to party. It's a 4-hour drive. It's like 300 miles. It's like a 300-mile drive. 300-mile drive is nothing, you know? It's 4 hours, but that's like LA to Vegas. Oh, wrong one. Let me do not that one. Let me turn this off. Turn on. There we go. Can you say happy birthday? Kieran is my mother's birthday today, please. They love skulls. Of course. Happy birthday, Kieran. Hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful day, and shout out to all the amazing mothers out there. Happy birthday, Kieran. Anyway. And Angela, exactly, Angela's like, there's a cafe 115 miles away from me, and that is on the table for a piece of pie. 115 miles, because that's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. No, like you can go like 80 miles an hour. It's like an hour and a half away. You know what I'm saying? I would drive that far for really good nachos. Nice. It's less than that, Kate. Well, actually, no, Kate. Yeah, exactly, Kate. 290 miles. That's about LA to Vegas. So yeah, Kate, you would be about a 4-hour drive. But you're up there then. You're a long ways away. You must be like in like northern England or something, or super southern England. Oh, 2 hours. Fair enough, Angela. Fair enough. And Vladik, 2 a.m. in Turkey. It is 4 p.m. in Los Angeles. So 4 p.m. So you're only 8 hours ahead of me. That's all. You're only 8 hours up. It's 4 p.m. here in Los Angeles. Oh, you're southern. Ah, I got it, Kate. You must be like way in the southern part. Just more and more hungry. That's what's wild to me about England. Again, it's just like it's so... England is so small compared to... Like, what's a state? Like, England is the size of what? What state? Ohio? Like, what is the square mileage of England? Not Great Britain. England. What is the square mileage of England? Is it like the size of New Jersey or something? I mean, hey, Viv, thanks for coming and hanging out. Angela, no, we canceled the dog. Well, he can't. Yeah, he had to do something, so canceled it. Okay, about the size of Oregon. Yeah, your whole country of England is the size of one tiny corner of our country. Okay, like Michigan, size of Michigan, size of Pennsylvania. Yeah, like the entire country of England, which is incredibly diverse, and it's incredibly beautiful, filled with regions and lots of farmland and hills and valleys and like countryside. People go caravanning. Like, England is still a decent sized country, and yet you're a tiny little footprint. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. Fun country. I'm a big fan of England, I'm not gonna lie. Big fan. Wyatt, I know I'm in LA. I'm not like one of these people that's like, I live in West Covina and I consider it LA. Nah, bro. Nah, Wyatt's not like that. I live in LA, man. LA. I live in LA. Like in the city of Los Angeles, bro. I used to live in like Venice Beach back in the day in Marina del Rey. Can't afford the west side, it's a bit expensive, so don't live there anymore. But yeah, dude, LA. Will S, study abroad, Denmark, Czech. Nice, that sounds awesome. Will, I'm talking to people over on YouTube for a second. Well, that's awesome, dude. Have an amazing trip, my friend. I went to Vegas. I was totally out of my depth. I'm a farmer in the middle of nowhere in Wales, for me, and everything like, yeah, we gotta realize, Daryl, Vegas is its own weird. Vegas is its own weird place, man. Like, there's nothing else like it in the United States. Vegas is Vegas. It's weird. Love from Serbia. The damned man. Thanks, bro. And Bit Dark. I grew up in Ohio. Represent Pennsylvania. What's up, PA? Potter Mouse. My dog going crazy again. I'm not sure what she's freaking out about. Probably the mailman. You all hear that, right? I love the sound of my dog galloping across down the hallway, like her gallop down the hallway from like one side of the house to the back door. Silly dog. Oh, that's cool, Tucker the Reader, called True Size. I'll have to check that out, actually. I remember that. Let me True Size. Let me put that on my. Let me actually check that out. Hang on a second. Gotta go away. True Size of. Oh, nice. I'm definitely gonna check out that website. Yes, the Galloping Goose going by. No, the barking is on my end, my friends. The barking is on my end. Well, dear friends, over on YouTube, we are going to wind it down over on YouTube. We're going to end this stream here pretty quick, and what we're going to do is something called a raid. So if you would like to join us over on Twitch, one of the cool things that we all do as content creators is many of us, thank you, Bledden, I really appreciate it. Many of us, take care, Megan, give each other love, our fellow content creators. So we are going to raid a dear friend, RJ&J, my friend. Thank you for joining. Kate, such a pleasure. Heather, and everybody, such a pleasure, such a pleasure. /read. Although they're not online right now. Ooh, maybe not. They're not doing anything. Maybe I won't give them a raid because they're not doing anything. They're gone. They'll be right back. Xyliera. Alavina. Yarfly. Just doing like Saran Wrap ASMR things. What about... I don't know this person. Any ideas? Beatrix. Any raid suggestions, darlings? Any raid suggestions? Just looking at like random ASMR people. I don't think there's any dudes. Ava Bream? Let me look at the ASMR category real quick. My computer freezing. Let me browse ASMR. I don't know anybody. Sleepy Bush. Let's see, where's Sleepy Bush? RJ&J. Oh, maybe the RJ&J is back. Who else is here? Aku, ASMR. Ava Bream. Sleepy Bush. Where's Sleepy Bush? Let me see what this is. I'm not sure what this is. Sleepy Bush. Oh, it's a dude. Alright. Well, we always like to, hey, Gagon. Nice, I like your avatar is from, Radiohead, The Bends. One of the greatest albums of all time. Appreciate that about you. Let's do Sleepy Bush. I've never rated him before. Sleepy Bush ASMR. Alright. Thanks, Angela, for the suggestion. We'll go give Sleepy Bush a little love. And you're very welcome, everybody. And Belletti, thank you. Cadelia, everybody over on YouTube. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. We're going to go do a little raid now and end this chat. So I'll catch you all back on Monday.